Welcome, listeners, to the very first episode of Deadpan Studio Presents. Now, what the purpose of this is so that we can highlight and put focus on some of the local businesses, owners, things like that, that normally you don't hear about outside of your immediate area. So, today, I'm going to be joined by, as per usual,
Kat.
Mick.
And I'm the Matt. And today our guest is...
I'm Kayla.
Kayla from Zensations Self Care Center. That's right. Now, the reason I wanted to record this was because coming up October 20th through the 26th is the National Massage Therapy Awareness Week. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. See, the beautiful thing about this show is that it's not going to fit into our normal format area, so we can drop these episodes whenever, however we want to do it. So today, I thought that I would give you, have all of us interview you a little bit, just so, I'm very proud of everything that you've done and accomplished.
Aw.
You want to explain your relationship? You didn't just stumble upon her.
Once upon a time, years ago.
Love this girl to death. I've known her for quite a many years at this point.
We've done made it past the 10-year mark.
Yeah. Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
10 years.
We met post the Matt's divorce.
Let's not talk about that.
All right. So, I've got, I don't know if we'll touch on most of this, but I just jotted down some stuff and typed it up on here. First, how about you give us a little bit of your, because I know you. She knows you. Mick, yeah.
Pending.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like, I'm hoping I'm just going to sit here and not be window dressing the whole time.
Yeah. No. I'll add my value.
Okay.
Later.
So, anyway, let's start with some of your personal, professional, and educational background.
Let's see. I started with Spencerian College in Louisville. Did their 10-month massage therapy program. I graduated Sigma Beta Chi. And after that, I joined the American Massage Therapy Association, where I get my continuing ed, because per Kentucky state law is 24 hours of continuing education every 2 years. 3 have to be in ethics to keep your state licensure in good standing.
Wow.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, well, it's massage therapy is a part of the medical field. So, I mean, they want people to keep learning more and more and more. Is your mic okay?
Yeah, I think I almost just dislocated the cable because I was like, what is this button? Oh, don't do that.
Well, I'm glad you did.
Well, Kayla is a lady boss.
Yes.
I mean, I feel like you have a real passion for what you do.
That's why I went into practice for myself, because working for other people, they just didn't have the same values, the same of what I wanted to do or how I wanted to have my practice. So I'm like, you know what? I think I'm going to do this myself and see what happens. My last ditch effort before, I went to work, the normal 9 to 5. But 7 years later, here I am and doing great.
Yeah.
7 years.
Yeah, that actually goes into my next part. I was going to ask how long has it been that you've actually been doing this?
Yes, you helped me name Sensation 7 years ago.
Pat on the back.
Well, it's gone through a name change recently.
Yeah, it originally started out as Zensations Healing Massage. That's what Matt picked out years ago.
It's time to focus on you.
Exactly. And I picked that part.
Yep.
And so with the additions, we've added more therapies and whatnot. So to encompass everything, changed it to Zensations Self Care Center, so that everyone knows that we are now no longer just massage therapy. We now have float therapy, doing more energy works, things of that nature.
Awesome. Now, I don't know if you knew this or not, but of course, I did a little bit of more research before I came in here, but I noticed on the Better Business Bureau website, would you like to know what sort of rating you have?
Sure. I have no clue.
You have an A+.
Yes. I didn't even know I was even on that one.
Yep. Any business that registers with Secretary of State is on the Better Business Bureau website.
Automatically. Awesome.
Yeah.
A+.
Yeah, you listeners that are screaming at me, trust me, that's how it is in this state anyway, so.
Yeah.
Kentucky.
Right.
So what drew you to becoming a massage therapist?
Once upon a time, Let's see, a little friend of mine, she fell asleep, got a crick in her neck. I worked it out like I knew what I was doing. And I was like, okay, this is good. Everybody likes me. Awesome. Let's keep doing this. And 8th grade rolls around, and we were in choir, and the director's like, oh, everybody turn to the side and work on each other's shoulders, blah, blah, blah. So all of you will simmer down. And everybody, I had 2 girls almost get into a fist fight in the middle of class over who was going to stand in front of me. So I'm like, okay, need to look into this. My computer apps teacher, she brought in Spencerian College, and they said they had a 10-month massage therapy program. And I'm like, 10 months, and I get the degree I want. I don't have to do 4-year college. Sold.
Now, see, that goes into, I know this is sort of a different subject, but that goes into my argument that I don't believe in economic or political or personal or professional socialism across the U.S. that a lot of their people that are vying to be president are pushing for. There are some programs I do agree with that I wish they would take up. I wish state-sponsored or trade schools and stuff like that, I wish that was paid for by the state or by the federal government.
Absolutely.
That I'm okay with, because
Even just letting grants cover some of it, because I got no help. None.
Yeah.
None at all.
See, it's something like that, especially since it goes hand in hand with the medical field. It would pay itself in dividends for them to, pay for that training and education, because, you're looking at something that you can automatically place into the workforce.
And there's no lag, if you will, for anything. There's automatic training. They can actually go to work. It's not like teachers. Everybody's like, oh, I'm just going to go be a teacher. You may or may not have a job. We need more definite jobs that are trade skill set focus.
We need more people who know a trade and not just like, file
business
some
management. I wish I had $1 for every time I heard that one.
We need more people that know how to do more stuff than just like sweep and file this paper and send this email. Like we need people used to apprentice under, masters, and they can't do that. Or you could do that, but it's not.
It's like me. I have a bachelor's degree in history. What am I doing with it?
Woohoo! Yay, podcast.
Researching.
That might help with the research, but
Google real good.
There's always going to be a need for electricians and plumbers and things like that.
Yeah, we need more people like that,
Yeah, I don't care.
HVAC. Oh my God, this summer was ridiculous.
Oh, yeah, and it doesn't look like spring's going to, or fall's going to last very long either.
No, we're going to go straight to the.
So we're going to need HVAC for the winter too. Mm-hmm. So, which I'm okay with fall. I'm okay with spring. Summer, no. Winter, until we get a big bunch of snow and ice, and I've got to draw the line just because I don't want to drive in it.
If it's just snow, yes. Ice, no.
Yeah, that's me. So you recently moved into this new location. Why the move?
The move was very sporadic. I got a wild hair, and I'm like, all right, I need to be able to offer more modalities, because there actually are a shorthand of massage therapists. Everybody will argue with me on that point, but I don't care.
No. There's an overwhelming amount of salons. There's an overwhelming amount of banks. There's an overwhelming amount of chiropractors.
Well, a massage therapist is different than just like, let's rub you down for a bit, which is, fine if you wanted to do that every now and then. But if you have an
real
issue,
help.
like you have a chronic, like my shoulder always hurts, please help me.
So I got to do, moving to this, I'm like, all right, I need to add other therapies that I personally don't have to do. I can train someone else to do it and actually still give beneficial care and help everyone more strategically, and do more of the, even going into a little bit touching on the mental health, because that's what the float therapy helps with more so. Don't get me wrong, massage therapy does help with your mental health. Just taking the time to take care of yourself is a beautiful thing. But with the float therapy, it actually helps reset your beta and theta waves of the mind. It actually even gives you a sense of free floating, and kind of sets your mind back to the time, before birth, hanging out in the amniotic fluid. It helps reset the mind to that state and actually gives it a complete and total shut off. More than sleep, because we're dreaming and everything in our sleep. Yeah. This takes us back to pre-dreaming.
Yeah, it's
pre
almost,
all of that.
It's
that
almost
sounds
like
nice.
It's almost like a step under deprivation chambers.
Doing complete deprivation is actually slightly dangerous unless they have oxygen pumped into the other, because if not, they're depriving you of oxygen, and the hallucination you're having is actually due to, oh, I can't breathe, I'm actually dying.
That's not
so
good.
none of that.
Yeah. No, none of that.
Well, I was poking around this place, and you're still working on some things, but I saw the tubs, and I'm like, I know it has therapeutic uses, but I'm like, I just want a tub that will actually cover me. Can I just get in it?
Yeah, well, you're floating, so you're actually not completely covered. You're actually on top of the water. There's enough Epsom therapeutic grade Epsom salt in there. You don't have to make yourself float. You just do it.
Yeah, that
Still
sounds
sounds
nice.
fun.
It is absolutely wonderful. It's warm. It's beautiful. We're even incorporated color therapy with it. And you get to pick the color you want to float to.
Ooh.
The music, you can actually even pick a meditation if you wish. Lots of wonderful things.
Can I pick K-pop?
If we keep it on a low, you could. But
There's some soft songs.
But you wouldn't get the same effects,
I'm just being silly.
But you could.
But I could.
But I would totally
But
let
I
you do
could.
that one time. Just once.
Just once. Just once, because we're friends.
Yes.
Well, do you want to? Well, you're talking about this new place. You want to give a brief history of all the places you've been, because you were in one just 2-room place, and then you've been moving.
I started out in 2012 inside of a office building. It was just me for the first 5 years. No, it was me for the first. Yeah, for the first 5. Holy crap. For the first 5 years, and then I added one more massage therapist, Haley. She's now having a lovely place in Louisville now since she's moved. And it was just 2 rooms and an itty bitty little lobby area right beside the where the kids go to sign up for soccer.
Yeah,
so I had to deal with dribbling soccer balls and all the other things, and I had to share the bathrooms with everybody in the building. Mm-hmm. And then I finally got to move to another building. It was the basement of an insurance building. They gave me the opportunity. They actually let me even install a washer dryer. Yes, they're not kidding. The laundry never ends as a massage therapist. It is the true never-ending story there.
Yeah.
So actually having that was the next step up. Mm-hmm. And now I have an entire building for Zensations, and I don't have to deal with rolling chairs. I have no soccer balls. I have peace and zen that I have craved since the beginning, and I now have it. And you got to take the baby steps to get there.
That's right.
There's more rooms here than our house, babe.
Be jealous. I just need a kitchen.
Let's see. Now, I'm talking about some of the things that you do offer here. I'm gonna adjust my gain on my mic a little bit. Okay. Y'all hear me good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so you're talking about the different things that you might offer. What all does Zensations Self Care Center offer?
Everything from any type of massage modality. I have my aromatherapy certification. We have focus on cold stone therapy for migraine headaches. Shay will be offering Medicupping for too much longer. I will be... Amanda has specifics in Reiki and reflexology, as well do I. And with the float therapy, we have saunas. We will be getting... Let's see. What else?
What else is there?
I know, right? I keep going. I'm like, hold on. Right?
Sounds pretty good.
Yes, whew. Oh, and the foot detoxes. That's one thing I was forgetting.
Oh, yeah.
And I've been doing that since 2013.
Mm-hmm.
What do you consider your specialties, as in that you consider yourself the best at?
It's mainly listening to the client we can do all of them, but you come in, you say, like, I don't know what I need. I can help you. You tell me what you've got going on. We'll figure it out. Because a lot of people, they're just like, this hurts, that hurts.
Right.
And then you're like, okay, well, tell me a little bit more about you. What's your stress levels like? Do you have children? Do you have small children? Do you
lift?
It's like, do you even lift, bro? Yeah, it's all of it. As I have everything from the power lifter to the stressed out mama. It's almost like I get to build the recipe to help you get to where you need. I'm actually like building a therapeutic treatment plan in my head as I'm talking to you. So I guess that would be my specialty, is as I talk to you and assess, and I can plan something in my mind to help you the best way possible.
I can personally attest to that. And it was cool. I've helped you out at a couple events, and I remember one of them was this was a few years ago, but we were at the convention center, the hotel of the convention center, where they have the chocolate festival, which is so delicious. But there was some sort of, do you remember this? The bicycle.
We did the Ride to Recovery, the Bluegrass Challenge.
Yeah,
that was phenomenal.
I couldn't remember, but
that is actually the anniversary of that. Is like right now, like it popped up in my time hop.
Oh
yeah.
Wow.
I remember you were working on like their legs and stuff as they were coming in to take a break, and I was like, had a laptop up, and I was like making appointments. I was like, okay, in like 20 minutes you can like come back if you don't want to sit here. It was really fun. But I've seen you in work, and I've also felt you work on me, and I'm like, Kayla, my shoulder won't stop hurting. And you'll do over here for a while, and then it's like, boom, it feels better.
What would you say is the most challenging aspect of massage therapy?
Ooh, this is fun. The most challenging aspect, I would say, there's actually a couple. But the first one that's coming to my mind is people don't take massage therapy seriously.
Yeah,
I am not completely considered part of your healthcare regimen. I am a luxury. I am just an option. I'm not, whereas I should be put before going to opiate use or whatnot, because I personally believe massage therapy is part of what can help the state of Kentucky get out of the opiate crisis that we are in.
Right.
Come get a massage instead of taking drugs.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
Yeah, no kidding.
And she's really nice.
So, on that same line, insurance. I'm assuming that insurance probably doesn't pay for anything that you do, right?
Not yet. It will if the massage therapist works with a chiropractor, because then the chiropractor can bill everything under their number.
Okay.
But for me being a standalone studio,
Right.
they will be like, you're not real. They will completely devalidate it. And one thing, like, insurance just does not, it's not feasible
Right.
for me to have this entire building. And I may or may not get paid.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if they do pay, they pay once a month all at once, and they may never pay you again.
Yeah.
You should give a massage to all those people looking at all the insurance people and be like, do you believe now?
I know. Most of them actually do get massages, because the desk style career, those are the ones that actually hurt more so than those that actually work in construction.
Oh, wow.
Because being sedentary hurts more than actually moving.
Yeah.
What would you say is the most rewarding part of this?
Working on somebody that has never had relief a day in their life. I have had anything from probably my favorite client. I hope she's still with us. She was 88 the last time I've seen her. Mm-hmm. She's slowly dementia, Alzheimer's.
Right.
So now every massage is her first massage. So it's bittersweet. But the first time I worked on her, she walks back with her walker and everything, and she gets on the table. She can still able to do that. And whenever she got off the table, she walked out straight up, completely no pain, forgot her walker. And her daughter's like, Mom, you want to go home and take a nap now? She's like, nap? I'm going dancing. And I'm like, I'm going to keep you. You are absolutely precious. Aww. So getting somebody into an actual quality of life,
yeah,
and just in a few minutes, It's a world of difference. And I've actually helped a lot of people get off certain medications. Because, like, we're all jacked up on blood pressure meds or this, that, and the other. And I'm like, getting regular self-care, it's a world of difference.
You know, self-care it's part physical and part mental to me. Because even if you're doing, say, like, just some dollar store sheet mask and maybe it's not really doing much, but you're laying down for the 15, 20 minutes and, like, just relaxing for a little bit. You're doing something for yourself. You're like, I purposely went out, got this, now I'm going to lay back, maybe have YouTube in the background, maybe have music, maybe have nothing. I'm just going to chill out. Like, even just, you know, you got to take care of yourself physically, but the mental part is so important.
Yeah.
Nobody, with social media and everything, we never take the opportunity to actually check out.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, yeah, there's my phone. Maybe I should look at it. No, that's rude.
Yeah.
It's like bad manners.
Let's see. Okay, I've got a question. What is the magic of massage therapy? As in, why does it even work?
The fingers.
Because
one, passion.
Yeah.
You got to want to. You got to want to do the job. But also, it's the science. There's a science. There's a dance. There's the understanding. There's the research. I'm going to get off on a tangent. It's going to be great.
I mean, you have charts all over.
Yeah.
Here explaining
everything. You just have to understand how pain travels, and it's the whole ball of wax. I have to know my own body, what I can do, and I transfer it to a way that will benefit another human being. And understanding that, okay, you have a desk job. Okay, it's going to be trapezius. It's going to be deltoids. It's going to be this, that, and or going into the arms. All your energy flows to the arms, and everything goes back and down to the low back from where incorrect postures. And how much are you driving? Do you drive 10 minutes to work? Do you drive 3 hours? Which is it? And then you're like, okay, then you can be like, pick the IT band apart because, you know, gas pedals, state of Kentucky, nobody can drive. And
go to Tennessee.
I don't cross that line. And it just really, really helps. It's understanding science, the kinesiology. It's all the magics. It's all the sciences coming together in a dance to make all of it work together for one person. I don't know. I got all this knowledge and everything, and all of it flows up in my head, and then you just flows right on out. It's Wingardium Leviosa. There you go.
Geek reference.
That's right. I like her sign that says nerd. I prefer the term intellectual rock star.
Nice.
I'd add a little flair.
Now, you've personally and professionally taken huge steps the past few years to turn what you said, a single rented room at just a local business to a blossoming self-run business. What would you say are some of the biggest roadblocks you've encountered while trying to grow?
Roadblocks. Is my age, because I started when I was 22. I opened Zensations with, like, working for somebody else, and that money was the funnel to get it. Getting money to start a business, you're 22 years old, and a girl, like, oh, come on. Yeah, they all laugh in your face. So that's a roadblock. There's no, I don't know, respect for the young entrepreneur. Like, you got to have daddy's money or something. I'm like, no, I'm not hollering for my parents.
And that's
for this.
One of the
things.
Terrible. That's one of the things I automatically assume too, is that you're doing it with quote unquote daddy's money.
Yeah. And I'm like, no. I worked 3 jobs to get Zensations going. Once upon a time, I would do massages during the day. I worked crazy hours, odd and end jobs, you name it. And yeah, that was a nightmare, but I made it work 7 years later.
Now, along these same lines, what have you been able to accomplish that you never would have thought or even imagined you would?
All of it.
All of it.
All of it. This is fun. Like, in the beginning, I was just so happy just to be working and doing the work that I wanted to do. And the next thing I know, I'm like, you know what? I could help somebody else. I'm doing good. Maybe somebody won't come work with me. Like, let's give that a go. And then I keep going. I keep looking. I'm like, yeah, everybody should be able to, like, make a living in this job. There's absolutely no reason, with all the work and effort that I've put into it, there's no reason why somebody else cannot bank off of this. Like, I can help somebody else become successful in this business by just just by giving them the opportunity to try to. Because a lot of them, they are just like, straight out of school, I'm going to start my own business. Hold it.
Calm down.
Hold on a minute. Like, you got to put in the legwork. You got to go have the first job. You have to put your time in. You got to get your roots started. You can't just hop.
Yeah.
Because just hopping gets exhausting.
That goes with my philosophy. Just because, my mom still runs a salon. One of the things we still see day in and day out is fresh out beauty school. Fresh out of it. They go, where's all my clients at?
Yeah, it's like, you got to earn that.
You got to go out and you've got to earn them. Right. You've got to get them.
That's why there's 5 billion tiny salons everywhere.
You want to, Walmart, go work at the salon there. If you want the walk-in people, there you go.
Yeah, and they're not going to follow you from Walmart anyway. They're at Walmart getting a haircut because they want a $10 Walmart haircut.
Right.
And it's going to look like that too.
Go get their
box color, and they're going to get their box color because they ain't going to let you do the coloring.
No.
Too much money.
Then they mess it up and come to you anyway.
Yeah. There you go.
But no, then they're going to go to your mom's salon, actually get it done by somebody that knows what they're doing.
Yep.
Yeah.
But to even get to that point, you got to get your name out there. You got to do your own networking. You got to do your own marketing. You just have to get out there. You have to become your own brand. Mm-hmm. Essentially, it's more so than just, well, we're the people.
I know how to do it. I know how to cut bangs. Where's all my people? Like,
yeah. Why are they not crawling over me hand over fist?
It's just not how it works.
I bleached hair once.
So is most of your business word of mouth, or do you guys actually advertise?
Oh, yeah. My SEO is on point. Search engine optimization is definitely something that every website, I've actually taken several accidental classes whenever I went to other conventions and whatnot. And they were all like, oh, yeah, this great marketing class, and it's all about SEO and everything that I'd already done. I'm like, crap. And so I start picking his brain. They're like, you're a little too advanced. I'm like, oh, come on. But, yeah, the SEO is where it's at. You've got to have a good email campaign. Mm-hmm. You have to have an incredible source to collect your data. Because for me, I have an online scheduler. You can go online, ZensationsSelfCareCenter.com, click the book now button. You can see my entire availability. You can get all the gift cards. You can get a series. You can get all the product. Everything that we offer is right there. You can even see my other therapists as well, my front staff, everything. Click, click, done. You wake up in the middle of the night, 1 o'clock in the morning, busting migraine. Let's see if Kayla's 9 a.m. is available. Click, 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 booked. Go back to sleep. You can relax a little bit knowing that you're going to get help first thing in the morning.
That's awesome. Mm-hmm. Now, I did notice that you did participate as giving chair massages in the 2019 Warren County Heart Walk. What are some events locally outside of that Zensations has participated in?
Oh, I've participated in so many things. For chair massage specifically, I've done Girls' Day Out ever since 2012, since we opened. That's twice a year, one in spring, one in fall. It's absolutely wonderful. This year it is November 16th at the Carol Nicely Center. 10 to 4, absolutely phenomenal. Giveaways, fun stuff. I'm going to be there. Come see me.
There you go.
I've even this... What is it today? Yeah, this coming up Wednesday, I will be at there is another health fair for the city that I'll be set up with. Chair massage from like 7 to 3.
That's the 17th.
16th or 17th. I'm not sure, but I think it's like excluded to this people actually working for the city of Bowling Green.
Cool.
So cool. I've got that.
I'm pretty sure it's the 16th.
Yeah, it's the 16th.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm going to switch gears a little bit. We're going to go back to when you first started.
All right.
This is mainly for anybody that's kind of interested in getting into massage therapy. Because you said, they're, short on massage therapists. This is a big one. When you first started, how nervous were you massaging people?
Terrified. But the best bit of education that I got was whenever I went to actually take my state board exam. It's like, even if you don't trust yourself, trust your education. And I got one hell of an education. I'm very, very proud of the education I got. And one, as a woman, you are very incredibly nervous to work on male clients. It is what it is. And you know it's coming. And for me, my very first massage almost stopped me from working on male clients altogether because he was creepy. And until, like, at the time I was married, and it took him figuring out that my father-in-law at the time was his boss.
Oh, jeez.
Then that was the only way to, like, make him stop being creepy.
Look, guys, it's not that difficult.
Just
she's
knock it off.
She's given me plenty of massages over the years, even when I was single. Just enjoy the massage. Just go in, get your self-care, and then get out. Simple as that.
Because
And
if
tip
you're
well.
a creep, you're never going to be allowed back.
And then you get fired, and then you don't get a good massage, and you don't get help, and
And then your
And
wife
it's-
finds
then you're
out, and
just
then you
sad.
get a divorce.
And then you're sad with a sore neck.
you get migraines, and then it all scales from there.
So, going with that, how do you normally deal with the troublesome clients, as it were?
The creeps.
It's so
Even outside of the creeps, maybe just the or the woman who won't, the woman or the man who just lays there, will not stop talking, will not relax, they come in, they've got bad energy all around them, and they're ready to just fire off at anybody, and you happen to be in the room. Just anything. How do you deal with these people?
You throw on the greatest bit of Southern hospitality your soul can muster, a few good bless your hearts, and everything's going to be okay, honey, and I got you. And typically you can smother them with all the Southern love and kindness, and it brings them back down. I've only had a handful of times where that didn't work. And usually, like, if you got a creeper on the table, you just start talking about their mama, and they quit.
So how's your grandmother and your great-grandmother?
Mm-hmm. You just start talking about anybody that might be ashamed of them in that moment, and they behave. But I've only had one instance where she just did not like me as a human being. And I'm like, okay, fine. There's the door. It's okay. Have a good life. Lots of luck to you and yours, and you're going to need it.
Don't come back.
Now, there's been I'm sure you're familiar. There's over the years since massage therapy began, there's always been the controversy about whether or not people actually need to be licensed in it. Why?
And Kentucky is there's actually a study going right now whether or not the state of Kentucky will be delicensed right now.
From your point of view, why would the licensure be needed, and why is it so important?
With licensure, it holds you accountable. It holds you accountable for your education. It holds you accountable for everything. And having somebody licensed instead of just, Joe Schmo down the road, or, every little Asian spa. And I said that with air quotes.
We're not going to talk about that one that just got cleared out a couple months ago.
Controversy.
Wait, you mean the two that got cleared out?
There was two.
Yeah,
There was two.
They were a chain.
Yeah, they were. No, it was the
I was
same.
joking.
No, like I'm not. It was run by the same guy. He just had different people at each one.
Yeah.
He was the main culprit.
Yeah. Were they, dude?
That's a good one.
No comment.
No comment.
And it's that, because those people are not educated. I actually understand what it takes to actually work on somebody with hypertension. I know that if there are these symptoms that I can throw a blood clot, or I need to be able to understand what conditions and things that you have to be like, okay, I can't work on you. You need to go to the ER or be able to refer out to other people before I actually put my hands on you and maybe cause more damage.
You're in labor. I can't do anything for you.
That can happen. That can happen.
This is a different pain, honey.
No, no. Even if they are in labor, like, okay, great, let's go to the hospital. I'll follow you and I'll work on you there.
Yeah.
But like, let's not have the baby here.
Yeah.
I'm not equipped for that.
The
No, that's a mess. It's gross.
The landlord doesn't like that, and I don't pay the cleaning people enough.
Exactly.
My lotion isn't going to help you now. We need to leave.
Exactly.
So, on going with that, and we've kind of touched on it a little bit, but I kind of want you to expand on it a little bit more. Why do you think that massage therapy is a vital component to America's approach to healthcare?
Just having all bases covered, because everybody's doing really, really well with their physical therapy and everything. So it's just, I think, the next step to making sure everybody has complete access to everything, all the options. Don't get me wrong, there's a whole lot of people out there that are not okay with touch, which is fine.
Yeah. That's my mom.
And
I think she desperately needs it.
Yeah.
we've discussed, I've 10 years, I'm not kidding.
10 years, no budging, yeah.
And no budging ever.
She feels so much better.
And just having all bases covered, and I feel like we can take it back from the pharmaceutical companies. Then maybe they won't run the world.
Big pharma, we're coming for you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't like those guys. I'm like,
Yeah.
I mean, there's freaking advertisements for every kind of drug, for every kind of ailment out there with 10 different terrible side effects.
Yeah, it's like...
And the side effects of massage therapy, you might fall asleep on my table.
Yeah.
You might be a little bit sore the next day, but guess what? You can combat that soreness by just hydrating.
yeah, it's dehydration, people.
It's like there's some things that, certain medicines do help, but there's a lot that,
Have a range of medications or a range of contraindications and everything a mile long. Side effects.
What's something that most people don't know or realize or wrongly assume about massage therapists and massage therapy in general?
wrongly assume I can assume about
So
that.
wrongly assume.
Yeah. Or just completely uneducated about it.
The term masseuse. That's a good one. I'm not a masseuse. I'm a massage therapist. The term masseuse is connected to prostitution, which I'm not a prostitute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With massage therapy, people believe it's just, you're getting rubbed. No, I actually understand the muscles, I understand the myology, the kinesiology, I understand how the body functions, the circulatory system, and understanding stress levels, and all of those components are very undervalued.
You really get in there. I can, again, attest for that.
And understanding the connective tissues and everything, like how the adhesions work, and doing repetitive motions over and over again and that causes damage. That causes the body to lock up and starts to protect itself. And you have to break that muscle memory to actually getting you back to a normal state.
Now, I've just got a couple more here. Let's see. Where do you see the field of massage therapy going in the next 5 to 10 years?
It all depends on what the government's doing right now. With the I know it's terrible. With the American Massage Therapy Association, they are striving so hard to get us into more of a medical field scenario. They are pushing it. We are trying very, very hard. So the hope is that we will be put in with the physical therapists and all of that. We will be able to actually move up into that instance. Personally, I'm sitting back with my fingers crossed. I'm focusing on Zensations and just trying to get massage therapy back in this state more stable, because as of right now, I think we are down to 3 massage schools in the state of Kentucky.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Now, along with that, we've talked about massage therapy in general, but what about you and Sensations? What are your long-term goals? Because I know you're a goal-oriented person.
Oh, right now, I just want to be able to get maybe another 2 therapists and keeping things going, keep going with the education, getting everyone working with the modalities that they want to work with. There's just so many options, and there's so many things you can be passionate about, and what do you want to be passionate about, and getting everyone flowing in a way that just works, because we've only been in this location for about 3 months, so I am just ecstatic to get a happy routine going for everyone just being successful, and getting more front desk staff, and getting a revolving door of new clientele so they can experience everything that we've got to offer.
Yeah, so when you come in here, you're not just going to say, hey, I need a massage, but you're going to have so many other things that you can do and set appointments with.
And you can actually have a full Zen day.
Yeah. Now, you've mentioned this before, but since we're at the end and people have followed along this long, once again, how can people find you and Zensations Self Care Center, and how can they book appointments?
ZensationsSelfCareCenter.com. Click the Book Now button. You can call or text 270-904-0311.
Are you on Facebook?
Yep.
Yeah, she's on Facebook.
Zensations Self Care Center. Click like, follow us. As soon as if you go to the book now and you actually make you a profile, you will be automatically added to our email list. So we do that monthly. You do not get spammed. We appreciate you. We do not send out constant.
But do check your spam folder for the first time you get an email.
Yeah, just for good measure, because
I get the text messages.
Yeah.
All right, that's about it for me. Anybody else got anything?
No.
Thank you.
You want to leave them with something?
Along what lines?
Anything.
No, I'm great. I got nothing.
Yourself.
I'm
Cool.
like, time to focus on you, everybody. Make sure you take care of yourself. Hope to talk to you soon.
There you go.
Come get a massage by this wonderful lady or
Yes.
any of the others that work here.
Take it from me. Though she, and it's like they say, though she may be small, she mighty.
That's not.
Though she be but little, she is fierce.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
what you said
William
was so
Shakespeare.
wrong.
You were so close.
I was close. Yeah.
Yeah,
I told you I
that's a quote on my wall.
I told you I should have
Close,
taken my
but-
brain pill. Yeah.
Oh, and the reason we bring up that is because Kayla is
I'm very petite.
very
And
small
I'm not.
lady.
So she's given me the best deep tissue massage I've ever had. She's gotten into grooves that I didn't even know I've had. And
You use your whole body, rocking.
it's
and,
because it's because for low
get
center
in
of
there.
gravity.
Mm-hmm.
She's
Get
able
in
to
there.
pull all that
And
from-
plus, good education that teaches you
Yeah.
incredible body mechanics, and that's
Yes.
how you get to be a massage therapist for 10 years. Because they only make it 2 to 4, maybe.
Yeah.
And then they tap out because
And then-
they hurt too much.
And then, of course, as always, instinct.
Gut. I follow my gut.
You'll hurt me good, and then I'll feel better after.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us in the very first episode of Deadpan Studio Presents. This will drop this next week so that everybody can listen to it in preparation for Massage Therapy
Awareness Week.
Awareness Week.
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
All right. So, with that, as always, if you want to reach us, you can get us at deadpanstudio18@gmail.com. That is probably the best way to reach us. You can also go to our website, deadpan-studio.com. .com. All right. Thank you all so much for listening. We'll catch you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.